Jeff at Budrum here, and Wilma's helping me on the camera, and this afternoon we're going to make some seafood chowder. So I'm just going to turn the saucepan on here. We've got two heavy base saucepans here, and on the right we're going to cook up the vegetables, and on this one I've got 2 cups of water, and I'm going to make a seafood stock. And to make a stock, I've got 1 frame from a small snapper that has been filleted, and I've taken all the guts and the gills out. So well, that might as well go in now. And our younger son works on a prawn trawler, and he's a deckhand, and he was able to get some nice Moreton Bay bugs for us, and we're going to put them in, and some nice king prawns. So what we're going to do is meat the king prawns and the bugs, and put the bug bodies and the heads in and to make the stock with that as well. So I've got this saucepan here on, so I'm just going to put about a tablespoon of olive oil in there, and let that get a bit hot. And I've got 3 cloves of garlic chopped up. Just going to put them in. And we've got 3 shallots chopped up. I'm going to put them in, get them sort of, just saute them lightly. I've got my feet there. So we're just going to do that. Now, when they get a bit further advanced, I'm going to add some other ingredients. We can turn it off until we start. Okay, so this is nicely light brown, nice and light brown. So what I'm going to put in now is 1 cup of water. I'm going to put in 1 cup of just plain tomato soup. It's unsalted tomato soup. That's what I got from that shop a few weeks ago. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of this hot sweet chili sauce I made the other week. We made a video of that. It's a habanero, a nice hot habanero chili sauce. So we're putting that in there. So what I'm going to do is bring that to the boil, and we'll come back. Okay, so at this stage our soup has just come to the simmer. So I've got 3 cobs of these beautiful super sweet corn. They're out of the freezer, so we're just going to put them in and let them bring it back to the boil. And we've got about 400 grams of sweet potatoes. We've got a mixture there of the white and the red, so we're just going to combine it, let that thaw out, and let it cook. And then in the meantime we're going to be shelling the prawns and the Moreton Bay bugs, so we'll come back when that's done. Okay, so we've meated the Moreton Bay bugs and the prawns, and we've got our meat now in one bowl there, ready to dice up. And I'm just going to put the prawn shells and everything in this. Just bring it to a simmer. You don't want it to boil too hard. So what we're taking is all the flavour out of the prawns and the bugs, and the juice out of the fish head, and all the fish stock, and just going to make a beautiful stock out of that. And then we're going to strain it through a fine strainer. We're just going to bring that to a simmer, and then just keep an eye on this, and let the sweet potatoes break up as they thaw out. So
Jeff just here dicing up the fish and the prawns to put into the chowder, and it really makes a lovely soup.
Righto, okay, at this point now the corn's cooked, and so what I'm going to do is take the corn out, the sweet corn out, just let that juice drain out of it, and I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of rice to the liquid and let that simmer for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. So I'll put that 1/4 cup of rice in there. Just stir that through, and just let that simmer on a bit. So put the lid back on there. at the same time we're just turning these this seafood around a bit, just rotate them around a bit. So come back when we come back for the next stage. Okay, so we've reached the point where our rice is nicely cooked in our vegetables and tomato here. So then I've taken the seeds off the 3 cobs of corn. So what I'm going to do is put half the seeds in there and save the other half for later on. Now I'll turn the heat off. I'm going to want to blend that. I've got maybe 2/3 of a small carton of extra light sour cream. So that's going to go in there. We're going to blend all that. And at this stage, when our seafood stock is smelling absolutely beautiful, and so we're going to strain that, but we're not going to video that because that could take some time. We're not going to video the blending of this, so we'll come back when that's all done. Yeah, finished.
I'm just straining the last of the stock out of the bits of shell and fish
just
and
about all
bones
finished.
and that we've made it out of. And it's just going to add a little bit of fish sauce in there.
No, right at the end. Okay, so at this point we've strained all our stock, and we've got our fish stock there, and we've blended all our vegetables and tomato and rice. So we're just going to combine all those ingredients. I'm just going to slowly. Can you see around my arm, Will?
This side, but
sorry about that. Now, we're just going to bring this back to the simmer, and we'll come back when we put the other. Okay, so everything's looking in pretty good shape here. We've combined the fish stock and the vegetable soup together, and it's formed a nice consistency. It's getting quite warm. So at this point, we're going to add all the fish pieces and the prawns and the chopped and the cut up bug. And we're also going to add the remainder of the sweet corn that we didn't blend. So that gives it nice chunky bits. There you've got that. Just use my knife for that. So as you can see, the saucepan is going to be pretty full. And
I'm looking forward to tea tonight. I love it. This is one of my favourites.
This is going to go well with some of that crusty bread roll, toasted, or some toasted naan bread.
Yeah,
we're just going to stir that through until the fish cooks, and we just got some. Okay, so everything's looking fantastic here. It's got a really nice thick consistency. You can see the prawns and the fish is just nice and cooked, and I've just got a couple more ingredients to go in to finish it off. I've got some spring onions chopped up, so I'm going to save some for a garnish, and I'm just going to put a little handful in there and just cook that in, and save some for a garnish. And then I've got about a dessert spoon of basil pesto. I'm just going to put that in. I'm just going to stir that through and get that just a nice colour from the flavour, and a bit of colour from the basil, and not going to overpower it with the basil flavour, just enough to give it a nice flavour. And okay, so we're on the final stage here, and so I just want to plate it up and please come a bit closer. Remember, just get a close-up of this going in the bowl. The basil just worked in beautifully.
It smells nice.
We've both had a taste, and we reckon it's absolutely beautiful. And so I'm just going to plate it up and show a bit of a presentation. I realise the time's running out real quick. So what I've got here is I've got a bit of sour cream. Just going to put a dollop of sour cream on there, and a little sprinkle of spring onions on there. And we've got our naan bread, toasted naan bread to go with it.
Okay.
And that's what I've run out.
Goodbye.
Okay, so we'll say goodbye, and I hope we've been